gloves are off. I've had better.
Yes!
Roger Dodger.
Come through, don't stop. There. Come, Crimson Sword.
Catch!
What do you think?
Slide! Better act quick before they run!
Bring in the big got him! Nowhere to hide! You're done! Wish I had me some of that primal power!
Grass is always greener. I can't aim a firearm to save my life.
Time to shine!
You gotta believe.
Have a face
Thank you, Sandalphon. Not at all.
There.
Looking good. Just like that. Met your match.
Looking good so far! You got this!
Here it comes! Time to say goodnight! The Antica Canona!
What do you think?
Your time's up now, punk!
Slide! Better act quick before they run!
Eradicate them!
Come to my
The leash is off now!
Make your break for it!
Not quite. It's over.
You want more? Don't.
Oh, no!
There's still enemies left, but you can take them!
Back to back. Enough.
Full bloom.
On my mark.
You had my aim.
As you wish. Good hustle. Agreed. Prepare for the next one. Right there to the light.
We're in the home stretch now! Keep it up!
What do you think?
Nowhere to hide!
Looking good.
That's one more quest in the bag! Bringing the whole
Place is
circus,
teeming
huh?
with
Keep on your toes!
Where's you at?
Get him!
Very good.
That was
Bring in
awesome.
the big
Awesome. Don't you mean ravishing? Full bloom.
Get blasted!
What do you think?
Still got it!
Slide! Better act quick before they run!
Something for you! Here's a fun thing! Nowhere to hide!
Shall I have you?
You're mine!
What do you think?
Try his life.
Here goes!
Let's keep on.
Gotta beat up!
Full bloom. Rose, come to my aid.
Last move!
What do you think? Come on, Lord.
It's over. Dust to dust.
Slide! Better act quick before they run!
Crimson Sword.
Oh, no! Your time's up now, punk! See you in
What do
hell!
you think? There.
Not quite.
Here goes!
Lay it on!
Take them down.
Oh yeah! Stand
All
up!
me.
Now then!
Great work, everyone.
See? I can teach you a thing or two!
After all.
Full bloom. Coming.
Have a face full of poison!
Crimson Sword. Full bloom.
Go! Coming right up!
the fight.
Understood.
What do you think?
No way
Bring
out.
in the big guy.
Looking good.
First class.
Breaking leg. Full blue.
End this fought. Well done. You will eradicate them.
Slide! Better act quick before they run! Solid!
Catch this.
Watch my back. Of course. Coming right up. I'll fight with you guys any day. Blast through him.
Now it's getting
Nowhere to
interesting.
hide.
Not quite.
This should whittle you down.
Good so far! You got this!
I got carried away.
You want more?
Here it comes.
No escape.
Time to say goodnight. The Antican Canona.
Slide! Better act quick before they
Got some
run!
boy. Their time's up now, punk.
Unfurl your fluff.
Eat hot lead.
Few enemies left, but you can take them!
Take that.
Insult me. Enough. No way out.
Come through.
We're in the home stretch now! Keep it up!
What do you think, Castica?
Get lost.
That's one more quest in the bag!
You want to see what a real man looks? Don't you worry. I got your back. Yeah. I love a little gunpowder in the morning.
Keep on your toes!
No escape.
Your time's up now.
To the light. Lay it on him. Revoltoless.
Take this. Blast through him. Here's a fun string.
Not quite.
Catch this.
Flip the gun.
Full bloom.
Right! Better act quick before they run!
Your flower. You like that?
There.
Come on.
There.
It's over. You're as pretty as a picture.
What's the sugar deal? I'm on a diet. Castica.
No way out.
Full bloom.
You better haul ass. Thanks.
I needed that.
Eradicate them.
Here goes.
What do you think?
Slide! Better act quick before they run!
Full bloom. Breaking leg. No
Your time's up now, punk.
Castica.
Eat hot lead.
You insult me.
Bring in the big guy.
What do you think?
I think you're making a break for it!
Let's pick it up a notch.
You want the one. Don't.
No escape.
There. Just like that. Goodbye.
Revoltoless.
That's this. Come, Crimson Thorn.
Now then. The leash is off now.
What do you think? Come and get them.
Here's a fun trick. Here goes.
Better act quick before they run!
Oh, no.
Shall we?
Into the light!
Got a beat on. Your time's up now, punk.
You got it!
Eat. You like that?
There. Can't keep up.
Where's my backup? No problems covering your back.
Glad to hear it.
What do you think?
All right.
Come on, Elbow.
Don't go crying home to mama. Diete que canona.
There's still enemies left, and you can take them. Run! Better act quick before they run!
Take this.
Crimson Lord.
Be done!
There.
Watch my back. Always double check. Turn the tide on them.
I guess so. Then let's maintain our good form.
Have a face full of
Keep
poison.
it up!
What do you think?
Enough dust to dust.
That's one more quest in the bag!
Yeah. Your time's up now, punk. Gobble.
Let's talk. I can make just about anything. Don't forget about upkeep. Skyfarers. All right, let's get to it. Your weapons won't betray you.
What can I do you for? One Skyfarer's trash is another merchant's treasure. We have a wide selection of sigils. Want to exchange your Dahlia badges for special treasure? Knick-knack vouchers never go out of fashion, do they? Never hurts to have some backup, right? Which crew member would you like to call? Wonder what kind of sigil we'll see today. Appreciate the support.
Hello there. This one, yes? All right, see you.
Window shoppers welcome! You'll love what you see!
Welcome! One Skyfarers, we have a wide selection of sigils. Trade your Dahlia badges for special treasure.
Got an order? What kind of weapons you need? Want your weapons tempered? Let's kick it up a notch. Well, look at that. I'll unlock a complete success. I'll handle it. Success. Right, let's give it a shot. Always aim for the top. Let's kick it. Unlock! I'll unlock its a complete success. Let's kick it up a notch. I'll handle it. How about that? I'll unlock it. Well, look at that. Always aim for the top. I'll unlock its hidden potential. I'll make a decision once I see what you've got. All right, let's get to it. What should I strengthen? Let's kick it up a notch. Unlock! I'll unlock its hidden potential. Want your weapons tempered? I'll handle it. Success. Let's kick it up a notch. I'll unlock its hidden potential. I'll handle it. Good. Always aim for the top. Come back sometime.
What can I do you for? Now here's an offer you can't refuse. Here you go. Want to exchange your Dahlia badges for special treasure? Appreciate the support.
Skyfarers, huh? I can make just about anything. What should I strengthen? I'll unlock its hidden potential. Don't forget about upkeep.
Yes, can I help you? Right. Have a nice day.
We've got
Need a mage?
special good news, good price.
Come to view the requests?
hadn't met Master Zaka on that fateful day, if he hadn't saved me, there's no way I'd be where I am now. I'm from the Vaults Duchy, where the weather's sweltering all year long, thanks to a river of lava that flows through the island. My hometown might not have been the most scenic place, but as long as I had Master Zaka with me, I was happy. After traveling for so long, I can finally say that with pride. Before I left on my journey, I was completely clueless. When my master went missing, I just ran around like a chicken with its head cut off. I was looking for something, anything that would help me find him, and that's when I met the crew. The reason behind his disappearance turned out to be even worse than I could have imagined. The Earthstate Empire had driven him out of his mind. They had manipulated him into awakening the primal beast that had lain dormant beneath the ground, Colossus. Fortunately, I was able to break through to him, thwarting the Empire's attempt to exploit Colossus's powers for conquest. I learned that they were doing all sorts of horrible things, even to their own people, in order to achieve their goals. My master was a kind person who never hesitated to help those in need. I resented the Empire for making him suffer. And I couldn't just sit around when there was work to be done. That's why I decided to join the crew. To stick it to those Empire jerks and give their victims something to smile about. A few years before I met the crew, I lost my parents to an epidemic. I mourned their deaths for who knows how long. I could barely even bring myself to face reality each morning. With no living relatives in vaults, I was like a ship adrift at sea. I had nowhere to go and nowhere to belong. Until one day, my master reached out his hand to me. I was so depressed I just kept staring at the ground. That gentle smile never left his face as he asked me, "Why do you look so sad?" There was something in his voice that made me look up. When I did, a beautiful bouquet of flowers appeared in his hand, seemingly out of thin air. I had no idea how he'd done it, but I knew it must have been some kind of parlor trick. But he insisted it was magic. What a goofball, right? Saying that when he can use real magic. But it was just the magic I needed at that moment. Beautiful and kind. He went on to show me all kinds of incredible spells, the likes of which I'd never seen before. Watching him made me smile at a time when I thought I'd forgotten how. My master would always say that magic exists to make people happy. Something about that spoke to me. It made me want to become a mage just like him. So I signed myself up as his disciple, begging him to teach me magic. I'll never forget how happy I was when he told me I had talent. After all, if he was right, that meant I had the potential to make people smile too. One day, shortly after I joined the crew, I suddenly lost the ability to use magic. No matter how many times I tried casting a spell, nothing happened. I had no clue what to do. The rest of the crew thought Master Zaka might have the answers I needed, so we set sail for Vaults. It'd been forever since I'd been back home. My master was thrilled to see how much I'd grown. I opened my mouth to ask him about my problem, but when I saw how happy he looked, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I promised him that I'd come back as a great mage, but there I was, unable to cast even a single spell. The last thing I wanted was for him to be disappointed in me. Around that time, an epidemic returned to Vaults, the same disease that had claimed the lives of my parents. Wanting to keep it from spreading any further, my master headed to the clinic to speak with the people who'd been infected. But he ended up getting sick too. The source of the epidemic turned out to be an evil spirit that revealed itself to us right there in the clinic. I immediately confronted it. That rotten creature had already taken my parents from me. I wasn't gonna let it take anyone else. Determined to make it pay, I raised my staff, but nothing happened. I'll never forget how it felt to watch, helplessly, as my parents' killer got away. The crew gave chase, but I continued to stand where I was. Without my magic, I didn't see the point. I just ended up getting in the way. All I could do was watch as my master suffered, withering away. Nothing had changed since the last time. But you know, it wasn't all bad. In search of a solution to my magic loss at the local library, I happened to come across a beautiful golden staff, one left to me by my mother. That's when Master Zaka revealed that my mother had been a mage too. On the verge of tears, I clenched my staff tightly in frustration. My beloved home and master were being threatened by a disease-spreading spirit, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Just as I began feeling completely hopeless, the staff began to glow. Somehow I could feel it encouraging me, empowering me. So what if I couldn't use magic? Surely there were other ways to help everyone. Unable to stand around doing nothing any longer, I ran off to find the crew. When I finally tracked them down, they'd already been rendered powerless by the disease. That left me as the only person who could fight. There wasn't a second to lose. It was that moment when I decided I was done running away. I'd promised myself a long time ago that I was going to use my magic to make people happy. Filled with newfound resolve, I heard a voice coming from the staff. Is that you? The voice told me to visualize the power flowing through me. As I did, I could feel magic welling up inside me, flooding out from deep within. With my mom's help, I was able to defeat the evil spirit. As soon as it was gone, light erupted from my staff. I turned to see the rest of the crew climbing to their feet, their symptoms gone. The power spread through the entire island of Valt's Duchy, eliminating the disease and bringing smiles back to the people. Things were a little touch and go there for a while, but in the end, everyone pulled through. And I've been able to use my magic without any issue ever since. I just know it's because my mom is watching over me through my staff. Thanks to her, I can keep traveling with the crew, using the staff she left me to bring out more smiles along the way. While out running errands in Folka one day, I came across a crowd of people in the town square. But from the sounds of things, it wasn't a friendly get-together.
I hate you all! Mom, Dad, everybody in this stupid town!
The boy shouted angrily at the adults and took off running, right into me. We both landed on our backsides. Sheesh, watch where you're going, kid. And that's when I noticed the tears streaming down his face. He was clearly upset about something. Hey, you okay? The boy hopped to his feet without a word, shooting me a glare before sprinting away. One of the adults started to follow after him, but...
Please, Doctor, there's not much time.
The crowd stopped him in his tracks.
But I can't just... No, you're right. My patients need me. Forgive me, Lev.
The man closed his eyes, muttered something to the townspeople, and ran off in the opposite direction. Wait, that kid was crying! You're not gonna go after him? I shouted after the man's back, but he either didn't hear me, or pretended not to. Then I felt a gentle hand on my shoulder.
I'm sure he wants to, sweetheart. You see, that boy is his son.
The boy's name was Lev. His father was a doctor, with many patients needing urgent care, so he had no choice but to ask the townspeople to find his son for him. I knew I should mind my own business, but I couldn't get the poor kid's face out of my head. He was probably hiding somewhere all by himself, crying his eyes out. I understood all too well how painful it felt to be alone. When Master Sokka reached out to me, it changed my life forever. Maybe it was my turn to do the same for someone else. I turned to ask the crew if we could join the search, but they were already gearing up to head after him. It seemed we'd all had the same idea. Just you wait, Lev, I thought to myself. I was gonna find him and put a smile back on his face, even if it meant sticking my nose where it didn't belong.
All right, see you.
Right.
Hello there. Here it is.
The villagers didn't seem too worried about Lev. According to them, he'd have to venture much deeper into the forest before encountering any monsters. But that wasn't the issue. It seemed like nobody wanted to talk about why he'd run off in the first place. It was an obvious cry for help, and nobody was helping. I went through the same thing back in the day. Even after I met my master, there were times when the loss of my parents was just too much to bear. I didn't go so far as to run from home, but I'd sit alone in the corner of my room, hugging my knees to my chest and crying. Whenever Master Sokka found me like that, he'd always perform a silly magic trick to cheer me up. Just like me, all Lev wanted was for someone to find him, to take his hand, so he went off on his own in the hopes that someone would come for him. I'm sure he knew it was selfish, but it was the only card he felt he had left.
Do you think this means Lev doesn't want to live at home anymore?
I had a feeling that wasn't the case. He's probably just going through a rebellious phase.
Oh, that's when kids start arguing and acting out, right? Catalina told me it's pretty common. Did you have a phase like that?
Lyria's question was innocent enough, but I was too embarrassed to admit that I'd ever gone off alone because I wanted someone to pay attention to me. Heck no! That's not something befitting of a grown lady like myself. So what if I told a little lie? Our biggest concern right now was Lev, who was out there, probably crying with his back up against some rough, silent tree. He needed a friend, and I was more than determined to be one for him. This forest is as huge as ever. I sure hope Lev's okay.
Come on! We've gotta find him! And fast! Wait, we're still on the edge of the forest, right? What are goblins doing here?
trick.
There's no time to waste. We've gotta find him.
Watch out for the flyers! We're gonna need that magic of yours, Leo!
I don't see him anywhere.
Take that! That's a lot of monsters. Guess we'll just have to take them all out.
Catch this!
You want more?
Come on! Just leave us alone already!
Time for you to go. Roses, come to my
Ladies supporting ladies!
Looking
Go!
good. Full bloom.
Over!
Right harder.
This should whittle you down.
Come, crimson.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Let's all alone out there! Come on!
Look, there he is. Over there.
I'm the one you want!
Watch out for the
Time's up
shield.
Time together!
Take him out!
One more!
Let's pick it up a notch.
Got it.
Full bloom.
Take that.
Can't keep up.
One more!
Got it.
What do you
Catch
think?
this!
One more!
Your bluff
Take that.
Come down.
One more!
Got it.
Nowhere to hide.
Don't worry, they're gone now. You okay?
Yeah. Thanks.
We were lucky we found Lev when we did, or he would have been Monster Chow. But before we could talk to him, the town watch came hurrying over.
Lev, your parents are worried sick about you. Come on, let's go home.
Lev looked away, ignoring the old man's outstretched hand. I could imagine how he was feeling, being treated like he was selfish and immature, when all he wanted was someone to sit down and talk to. The man sighed and scratched his head in frustration.
Your mom and dad are fine people. Try being a little more considerate, okay?
Lev immediately bristled at those words, breaking his silence.
What do you know? This is all your fault!
Knocking the man's hand out of the way, he turned and ran deeper into the forest. It was like watching a scene from my own past, but I wished he'd get a grip already. The deeper he went into the forest, the more likely he was to get attacked. We had to hurry.
Yeah?
We've got lunch specials, good food, good prices.
Yes, can I help you? We all split up to search for Lev so we could cover more ground. I didn't see any trace of him at first, so I thought I must have gone the wrong way. But then I noticed footprints that looked like someone had slipped over a nearby ledge. And sure enough, When I peeked down, I saw a familiar figure sitting hunched over, knees to his chest. He looked a little scraped up, but didn't seem to be hurt badly. I was just glad I'd managed to find him still in one piece. When I told him I was a Skyfarer, he immediately burst into tears of relief. I could tell he was upset with the villagers about something, and that's why he couldn't be honest with them. But as an outsider, I thought I might have a chance. Watch closely. I'm gonna cast some special magic just for you. It was time for one of my master's patented magic tricks. I showed Lev my empty palm before covering it with a handkerchief. I flung the cloth away, and voila! There was a piece of candy in my hand.
Wow, candy!
Here, you can have it. After devouring the candy, he finally calmed down.
Thanks.
Normally, that would have been enough to lift any kid's spirits, but his face fell again as quickly as it had lit up. I guess he really doesn't want to go home. I decided I wouldn't leave him until there was a smile back on his face. While we were still deep in the woods, I decided to ask Lev up front. Why did you run away? He hesitated at first, but after seeing that I was serious, he started to open up.
My mom and dad used to work as doctors in Tempeal.
Back then, all had been well with their family. But when Furikin went berserk, they lost their home and ended up moving to Folka. That was when things started to fall apart. His parents began to spend all of their time tending to patients who were affected by the disaster, with hardly a moment's rest. Lev watched as his mom got paler and the black circles under her eyes grew darker and darker. He begged her to take a break, but it was no use. Eventually, she collapsed from overwork.
I told her she wouldn't be able to help people anymore if she got sick. She just wouldn't listen to me.
And here I thought he was just a kid going through a rebellious phase. That wasn't the case at all. That's really grown up of you, Lev. You're just worried about your mom and dad, huh?
Yeah.
After hearing Lev's explanation, I finally understood how he felt. I knew how hard it was watching people you cared about pushing themselves too hard. I couldn't stand to see my master doing it either. And that's exactly what was going through Lev's mind. He wasn't being selfish. Everything he did, it was because he loved his parents. If it were me in his shoes, I'm sure I'd be worried sick about my parents too. There's nothing wrong with worrying about your parents. I'm sure they're proud to have a son who cares so much.
But
what? Something was still on his mind.
I always wanted to be a great doctor, just like my mom and dad. But after my mom collapsed, I started thinking maybe everybody else was just using them.
Along the way, he'd stopped being able to trust the people of Folka, and he thought feeling that way meant he could never follow in his parents' footsteps. Lev stared at the ground as he spoke, finally confiding his troubles to me. After hearing his story, I began to open up about my own parents. He listened to my words in silence. My parents had also strained themselves too hard after getting sick, and eventually passed away. So Lev's circumstances were all too familiar. Just like him, I felt nothing but bitterness and despair. But there was one difference. I've got to admit, I envy you a little. After all, your mom and dad are still alive and well. While we were standing there talking, Lev's parents and the villagers were probably beside themselves with worry, braving the dangers of the forest to search for him. When I told him that, Lev finally seemed to grasp the situation.
I really messed up, didn't I? I'm sorry.
Are you sure I'm the person you should be saying that to? I stood up and smiled at Lev. He and his family all seemed like really good people. The only thing they needed to patch their home back together was a long heart-to-heart. As we made our way back to town, Lev still seemed anxious. Don't start freaking out yet. First you need to apologize to your parents. Then you can tell them everything you told me.
Well, how am I supposed to say it, though?
Talk about helpless. Lucky for him, he had a grown-up lady around to nudge him in the right direction. How about I teach you that special magic I showed you earlier?
But that wasn't real magic, right? It was just some cheap trick.
Rude. It was good enough to make you stop blubbering, wasn't it? Come on, let me see your hand. The trick I showed him could be used without any special training. It was the magic designed to bring smiles that my master had taught me. Lev watched me closely, then tried his best to copy what I did. He practiced over and over and over. After walking through the forest for a while, we heard the voices of Lev's parents and the other villagers.
Lev? Answer if you can hear me!
Where are you, Lev?
Mom! Dad!
As soon as Lev heard his parents' voices, he broke into a run. At that moment, the villagers' shouts echoed through the nearby woods.
Look out!
An enormous figure was approaching, knocking down trees as it lumbered toward us. It couldn't be a goblin.
Intruders, die!
It all happened so quickly. The goblin lunged to attack Lev's parents.
You're gonna have to go through us first.
Huh?
Lev was speechless. It seemed as if the entire town of Folka had stepped up to protect his parents from the monster.
Puny weaklings!
What I did next was purely out of instinct. Freeze! A block of ice appeared out of thin air, slamming into the goblin's head.
Tasty meat! You first!
The spell had done its job. I'd gotten the goblin's attention. I finally made a breakthrough with Lev. I wasn't gonna let monster breath over here ruin their happy reunion. Bring it on! I've got a spell with your name on it.
I wish there was something we... could do to help her.
I'll try mixing up a Oh shit, that should do the trick!
There's more of them. What do we do now?
Stand back, everyone! I can handle this by myself! Take that! One more!
She needs medicine, quick!
Thought you had me. It's over! We won't take this! Bind together! This'll hurt! Blast them! They're furious! It'll take more than that to scare me.
Yeah, you got this! Here we go! I whipped up a potion for you!
Thanks! You're a lifesaver. Now you're going down! Nothing yet! Elemental dust! It's over! Healing wind!
Here's another potion with your name on it!
Thanks, love. Just what I needed. Now I'm fired up. Got it. Take that.
Come on, you can do it!
Take that. Got it. One more.
Where that came from?
Heads up! Take that!
Revival potion coming up!
Here we go! Healing wind! It's our big break! It's over! Take that!
Where that came from?
One more! It's over! Got it! Thought you had me! Take that!
Another revival potion coming up!
Take that! One more! It's over! You're done! Gravity well!
Where that came from?
One more! This guy's nothing special. Just gotta keep it up.
Incredible. I think she might actually do this.
One more! It's over! One more!
Another revival potion coming up!
Got it! It's over! Here we go! It's over! Ice! Take that!
There's more where that came from!
One more! Take that! One more! It's over! Take that! Now you're going down! Nothing yet! Elemental dust! Heads up! One more! This'll hurt!
Another revival potion coming up!
It's over! One more! It's over! Ice! Take that!
Where that came from?
One more! Take that! One more! Got it! It's over! Take this! One more!
Another revival potion coming up!
It's over!
mastered socket swapping to make everyone smile. One more! It's over! Here we go! Healing wind! Take that! Here's lightning! Take that! It's over! Thought you had me! Here we go! It's over! Got it! Shine together! It's over! Take that! It's over! Healing wind! Take that! One more! Take that! One more! Thought you had me! Take that! Oh no! One more! Take that! It's over! Got it! One more! Healing wind! Got it! It's over! One more! Got it! Heads up! This is it! Let me show you how it's done! Gale, surge!
I don't believe it. She took it down all by herself.
That was a piece of cake!
First you saved Tempeal, and now us. Thank you, Skyfarer.
The people of Folka were all safe, including Lev's parents. After thanking me, Lev turned to the villagers, shuffling his feet nervously.
I'm really sorry, everybody. Thanks for protecting my mom and dad.
Come now, there's no need for that. We're the ones who ought to be thanking your folks. They've done so much for us. Sorry for everything we've put your family through.
Lev and I shared a glance before he turned to his parents, finally telling them everything he'd been bottling up inside. His parents and the people of Folka listened intently, nodding every so often at his words.
You only ever had everyone's best intentions at heart, didn't you? We're so sorry for making you worry.
I chalked it all up to selfishness and immaturity, but should have heard you out. I hope you can forgive your old man.
I was just glad everything had turned out all right in the end.
Ew! We're here to help!
Sorry, we were clear on the other side of the woods. What happened to that giant monster?
What the heck? You're the one who said heroes always arrive just in the nick of time. But what kind of hero arrives after the fight's already over?
What does that matter right now? Here, let me take a look at you. You're not hurt or anything, are you?
You have no idea how much I wanted to tease Rackham for losing his cool. But I held it in. It's really nice knowing you have people who care. Hello there. The day had arrived for Lev to show his parents the magic trick he learned from me. Was he going to be able to pull it off? I had to see for myself, so I followed them to a restaurant in town and sat at a nearby table. Somehow just watching was enough to make me nervous too.
I want to show you something.
Come on, you can do this! It's all about sleight of hand, remember? Lev showed his parents the palm of his empty hand and covered it with a handkerchief. Then he removed the cloth just like I taught him. But when he opened his hand, there was nothing there. I thought he must have made a mistake, but it turned out I was wrong.
I learned this trick so I could make others smile. You're actually supposed to have a present in your hand when you open it, but I couldn't think of what to give you.
Unable to hold in the tears any longer, Lev started to cry.
You both have done so much for me. I just couldn't find anything good enough.
He wiped away his tears with the back of his hand, his voice quavering slightly as he fought to get the words out.
I'm really sorry for running off and scaring you guys. But I was worried, because you're always so busy. It hurt when you wouldn't listen to me, and I've been so lonely. Tried not to let it get to me, but it just ended up being too much.
We're sorry too, Lev. But don't worry. Soon we won't be as swamped anymore. There's supposed to be a big group moving to Folka from Seed Hollow soon. I hear at least one of them's a doctor.
Once things have settled down, we'll all spend some quality time together. I'd love to go shopping in Seed Hollow as a family. That sort of thing. You'd like that too, right, dear?
Of course. As long as we decide on a budget beforehand.
Way to go, Lev! Seeing them all smiling together like that reminded me of Master Sokka for some reason. Once we're back in Fanta Grande, I think I'll pay a visit to Vaults and tell him all about this little adventure. Sometime later, a brand new clinic was built in Folka. Apparently, the people of Tempeal and Folka had chipped in to pay for it. A doctor really did move in from Seed Hollow, too, so Lev's parents were finally able to make more time for their son.
I'm gonna be a great doctor one day. I'll work super hard so I can give you a real present. Just you wait and see.
With an attitude like that, I have no doubt he'll make an amazing doctor. And besides, now he has my patented magic trick to put smiles on everyone's faces. When I peeked inside the clinic on one of our days off, I saw Lev chatting happily with the people of Folka. I'm sure this town will keep prospering even after we leave. The people here are tough. They'll overcome any hardship that comes their way. And that's what I believe anyway. After After seeing the smile on Lev's face, how could I think otherwise?
All right, see you.